Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. How are you all doing? We're going to take a real quick look here tonight and see who is coming in next. Next person coming in. This is going to be one mini reading for each air sign. One for Gemini, one for Libra, one for Aquarius. So for those of you who need to find out how to schedule a personal reading, all the information is right down there in the description of this video, okay? All right, Gemini, let's get a quick general energetic overview about who the next person is that's making their way into your life. Let's see. Who's the next person coming in for Gemini? Uh-oh, Three of Cups reversed. Hang on. Could be a water sign for some of you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Oh, this is going to come in quick, man. This is going to be real quick. So it's probably going to be very unexpected. It'll probably catch you off guard. You're going to feel a really strong sense of what I like to call soul recognition. Basically, it's that feeling like I've met you from somewhere, but I just don't remember where. Where do I know you from? I feel like I've known you my whole life. Which brings us to our next question. Is this somebody you currently know? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So, sorry to let you know. If you're wondering if it's the person you have your eye on, probably not. Probably not. The only thing that kind of concerns me a little bit is the Three of Cups reversed, Seven of Cups reversed. So this person may be fresh out of a relationship, possibly. Five of Cups. But it kind of looks to me like you're just keeping it at communication. You're not, even though it's happening really quick and catching you off guard, you're still keeping your head on straight. You're still keeping your priorities in order. You're not letting yourself fold and bend and break and do something stupid that you shouldn't do. You're keeping your head on straight, keeping your head above water, making sure you can get plenty of air so you can think clearly. Yeah, that's about all I'm seeing here. Let's see how this plays out for the first 60 days. How's this situation going to play out for the first 60 days after the two of you connect? Gemini. How's this playing out for Gemini? First 60 days. Next person that comes in. Ooh, Ten of Swords. Oh, shit. What's that all about? Or, I'm sorry, Five of Swords. Five of Swords. My bad. It's still no better, though, honestly. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Knight of Wands. Ace of Wands reversed. So you're not really opening up to this person emotionally right away. Not really. Queen of Cups reversed. Justice again. That Justice was in the last spread too. I'm honestly kind of feeling like a little bit of tension's kind of starting to build here. And mainly because of this right here. Knight of Wands upright, Ace of Wands reversed. So, Page of Wands upright. A lot of mixed signals. Mixed signals, mixed messages. And holy shit. Seven of Wands, Five of Wands. Something triggers your spidey senses when it comes to this person. You're just not playing games, man. You are not playing games. And I don't think you're going to let this go on too long where it looks like this person might be playing games before you let them know exactly what goddamn time it is. I'm not convinced that it's going to make it 60 days without popping off into some conflict. Now, to an extent, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? I'm not advocating domestic violence, verbal abuse, manipulation, but, you know, just normal human conflict. You know, we disagree. We get into an argument. That can actually be helpful in the beginning. Again, as long as you don't push it too far. So I don't think this is going to separate the two of you, but I'm also not convinced that the two of you are going to work through it and come back together stronger. Because that, to let you know, that is one of the most important key elements to a successful relationship. A happy, healthy, successful relationship is not a relationship where there are no challenges or arguments. A successful relationship is how we work through that together. Because we're going to have a fucking argument at some point. Oh, at some point, we going to argue about something. How are we going to work through it together as a team? That's what makes or breaks a relationship at the end of the day. And with the Five of Cups right here, I don't know if y'all are working through it in the beginning like that. Let's get some advice. I don't even want to give any personal advice yet. I just want to see what comes through. What's the advice here? What's the best advice for Gemini when the next person comes in? Best advice for Gemini when the next person comes in. Damn, dog. See, Seven of Wands. Okay. Oh, I haven't. Yeah. Okay. So the way you respond when you see a red flag is very important. Now, when I say red flags, I don't mean if you find out this person is a crack addicted hooker that's living a double life as a fucking drug dealer and a prostitute on the weekends. That's not red flag, that's fucking run, okay? I'm talking about the little shit. The little shit that we all have. We all have red flags. We all have a toxic trait. We all have shit that we have to work on, right? So usually people tend to react one of two ways when a red flag pops up. They either stuff it under the rug and go, huh, what red flag? I don't see no red flag, huh? Huh? What red flag? Huh? Or, pew, they run and disappear. Let's don't do that. Shine a light on the red flags. Let it be known that you saw that. Now, do the best you can to do it like a mature, respectful adult. You know, Joe, I could have swore the other day you said this, but now you're saying this. Did I hear that right? Maybe that was me. Maybe I misheard you. Shine a light on it. Let it be known I'm paying attention. And then if it happens again, yo, there we go again, man. Dude, I swear to God, the other day you said this and now you're saying that. Come on, am I fucking crazy? Come on now. Let it be known. One of two things is happening. Either A, they think you're a dumbass and you're not paying attention, or B, they're not paying attention to what's coming out of their mouth. Either way, though, let's tackle the problem when it arises. You have any idea how many relationships come to an end that if we would have just worked through the red flags in the beginning, that may not necessarily be a guaranteed way to save the connection, but we could have paved the way for a much smoother path later on down the line. All right, don't let it explode like that, okay? Do the best you can to minimize as much drama as you possibly can. I know that to a certain extent, you know, you only have so much control over that, but do the best you can, okay? All right, Libra. Let's see who's coming in next for Libra. Who's the next person coming in for Libra? The next person coming in for Libra. Who's the next person making their way into Libra's life? Universe. Ooh, Page of Wands. Could be somebody a lot younger than you for some of you. Boop, boop, be-doo. Hierophant, though. Long-term stable commitment. Okay, all right. Well, now I don't know why this is, but for some reason you suspect that they may not be ready for commitment. Now, remember, the first spread isn't the gospel of truth. It's mainly from your perspective. So you could be dead on the money or you could just be fucking tripping. I don't know yet. But from your perspective, it's not obvious to you that this person is ready to settle down and commit. You're not convinced of it. I don't know why. Maybe for some of you, hey, maybe this person is the type of person that could pretty much have anybody they want. They have all the options available to them, and you just don't believe that they would pick you out of all the other people out there. You know? In other words, maybe you just tripping. Maybe you got low self-confidence. Maybe it's happened to you before in the past. Or maybe you've seen this person in action. Maybe you've heard rumors about them down the line, and they got a little bit of a reputation for fucking around and playing games. I don't know. I do think that it is a long-term soul contract, though. I think so. Honestly, though, for the majority of you, I don't know. For some of you, you may know who this person is. You may know who this person is, but I can't really tell whether or not you actually had your eye on them. Because the Queen of Cups is reversed, Knight of Cups is reversed. So you may not even really know exactly how you feel about them right in the very beginning. Okay, it could be a Pisces for some of you. Also have Taurus. Could be a fellow Libra for some of you. But I feel like that's your energy in the reverse there. Not knowing what decision to make. Let's see how it plays out for the first 60 days. The first 60 days after the next person comes in for Libra. How's it playing out? What's the outcome? Damn, 7 of Wands for you too? Damn, dog, look at that. You're not letting your guard down. Not really letting your guard down. You're still kind of on edge. Still kind of on edge. Not really secure with this person or this situation. Yeah, you're keeping your walls up. I just see you keeping your walls up, man. You're not really letting your walls down for this person. Not really. So it's moving kind of slow. But it is moving slow in the right direction, so that's good. I mean, at the end of the day, it's better to move slow in the right direction than to slam into a brick wall at 120, you know? Okay, it could be an Aries for some of you. This person's ready to fucking jump in with both feet, though. I also got Aquarius here. Yeah, they ready to jump in with both feet. Fucking settle down. Spoiler alert, this is more than likely going to be long term. It's just taking you a minute to feel comfortable and secure with this. What advice do we have? Advice for Libra. What's the advice? What advice do we have for the Libra collective when the next person comes in? Ooh, 7 of Cups reverse. No backup plans. If you have a backup plan, you may as well call it quits. No backup plans. Okay. Like I said, this is going to be long term. Okay. The only thing I would really recommend, the only thing that I would recommend There's nothing wrong with keeping your guard up, keeping your walls up. But don't get comfortable leaving your guard up and your walls up. Okay? It's really easy to get comfortable with your guard up. You know? It's easy for anybody. I don't care who it is. Letting somebody in is scary fucking business in 2025, isn't it? It's scary. So it's real easy to throw that guard up and just leave it there. Be sure that as this person starts checking off the boxes and you start seeing this person's intentions, okay, you're letting that guard down. Once you see that they mean well, that they're not playing games, that they're not just trying to use you or manipulate you, once you're able to see that they actually mean business. Now, again, intentions and actions are two different things. Two different things. At the end of the day, intention is the most important energy. So once you see that this person has good intention, start letting that guard down. Okay? Start letting it down. If you don't, you're setting yourself up for some fucking drama later on down the line. Because it's going to pop. Okay? All right, Aquarius. Aquarius. Let's see if we can get a general energetic overview of the next person coming in for Aquarius. Next person coming in for Aquarius. Who's the next person coming in for Aquarius, universe? Whoa, man, right out the goddamn gate. That's your person, bro. Well, let's just put it like this. A really intense connection with the possibility of a life partnership. Put it to you like this. You come to me and ask me, is this person my fucking person? I'm only looking for one card, and that's this one. My person. Okay? Now, is your person the only individual you can build a life partnership with? No, absolutely not. Matter of fact, I think I would argue that probably 75%, if not more, of life partnerships that are being built currently are not divine life partnerships. That's a different topic for a different story for a different time, but yeah, possible life partnership coming in. Could be a Gemini for some of you. Woo! Could be a fellow Aquarius for some of you, but hang on. It looks like your wishes are finally coming true. Hang on. I don't want to say too much yet. Hold up. 3 Pentacles, 3 Cups. Damn, dog. I do think that there is some sort of third energy in the mix here. I don't think that it is another lover, though. But it does kind of feel like there's another person in the mix causing a little bit of trouble in the beginning. There's somebody who don't want to see this. Somebody that don't want to see the two of you coming together, happy, successful, and thriving. I got news for you, man. That's going to happen. When you start finding success in any area of your life, your finances, your social status, your fucking title, your relationship, when you start shining bright and successful and you're happy and you're doing good, people are going to get pissed off. It's just a part of it, dude. Just a part of it. You're never going to escape that. You doing good, successful, and happy, you're going to attract haters. And that's what I'm seeing happening here. Yeah. But I don't think it's anything you need to worry about. It ain't nothing you need to worry about. They're probably just going to make themselves look stupid at the end of the day. Let's see. Let's get, shit. I guess let's just see this person's energy. What's some things we can tell Aquarius about this person's energy? What can we tell Aquarius about this person's energy, feelings, intentions? Whoa! Twice in a row, man. Twice in a row. They feel the same goddamn connection you do. They are ready to settle down with their life partner. Not the greatest communicator in the world, though. They're aware of whoever this other person is. Maybe it's an ex. Maybe it's somebody who wants them. They don't want them. They want you. Yeah, they want to kind of take things slow. They want to make sure this isn't too good to be true. When it all comes down to it, they may put you up on a little bit of a pedestal. They may kind of feel like you're a little bit too good for them. So they're trying to be realistic and not just fall head first into this and fall in love willy-nilly like that, you know. But at the end of the day, 10 of Cups lover's card, they're ready to build a life partnership, dude. It looks pretty fucking solid. Any advice? Any advice? Advice for Aquarius. Actually, I didn't pull the spread on how it's playing out, did I? Let's do them both in the same spread. First 3 cards is how it's playing out in the first 60 days. And the second set of 3 cards is the advice. Okay. Man, like I said, success. Success. Y'all gonna be shining bright. Everybody gonna see it. Everybody gonna see it. But, like I said, somebody's gonna try to sabotage this. Somebody's gonna try. Somebody's gonna try with that 7 of Swords there. What's the advice? Keep your head on straight, man. Keep your fucking head on straight. Be very careful and picky and choosy who you exchange energy with. Okay? Very picky and choosy. Okay? Like I said, when you're shining bright and you're doing good, you are going to attract haters. Period. Period. End of discussion. End of story. It's going to happen. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. Don't care where you're from. Don't care what you got going on in life. You're going to attract haters. Be very picky and choosy about exchanging energy with people who are trying to sabotage you. Because at the end of the day, they themselves can't sabotage you. But you know what they can do? They can trigger you to fall off the deep end and sabotage yourself. That's what they can do if you let them. That's what they can do. So when you have some miserable, angry, unhinged, jealous, pathetic fucking person trying to throw shit at you, shh, be quiet. You know that old saying, what goes around comes around? Let me tell you what that really means. First of all, let me tell you what it doesn't mean, okay? It does not mean that there's this little invisible superhero named Captain Karma who goes around kicking everybody's ass that does you wrong. That's not what it means, okay? What it means is the energy that you cast is sent back to you. That's what it means. There is no judgment. As much as we would love to think there is, there's not. There are no rewards or punishments. It's a default setting in this matrix. It's a computer game, okay? And it's a default setting. The energy that you cast is given back to you. So when somebody throws shit at you, duck. It's going to fly over your head. It's going to come back and it's going to hit them. And they're too stupid to understand that, okay? Even if you try to explain that to them, they're too goddamn dumb to comprehend that. So don't even waste your breath trying to tell them that, okay? Just be quiet. Let it fly and come back and hit them. Now, Let's say they throw some shit at you and you catch it and you throw it back. Now, guess what? It's going to come back and hit you. Think about that. Be real picky and choosy who you exchange energy with and how you choose to do it. Very picky and choosy. Because you're going to be on a path headed straight up the fucking mountain. Are you worried about what jealous, miserable, envious, pathetic fucking people have to say anyways? Come on now. Are you worried about that? Let them talk. At the end of the day, nobody looks at somebody throwing shit at somebody who's doing better than them and thinking that it makes them look good. Think about it. Be objective about it. When you see somebody throwing straight up shit at somebody more successful than them, do you think it makes the successful person look bad? Do you think it makes the jealous, miserable person look better than the successful person? No, it doesn't. It makes them look pathetic. You feel secondhand embarrassment for them. It's like, you know, everybody can smell your fucking jealousy, right? You know that, right? You know that does not make you look better than them, right? It makes you look so sad and pathetic, right? So don't get caught up in your feelings. Just know that nobody thinks that they look better than you. Nobody. Okay? So just be quiet. Focus on yourself. Focus on your own blessings and focus on your relationship. Let them sabotage themselves, because they will. Okay? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my air sign family needed to hear, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, the information for personal readings is in the description. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.